What's up guys, Pro Strat number 24, where pros do strats. And Evil Geniuses have been doing a CT mid-control denial kind of thing on Inferno. They were doing this a lot around the ECS Season 8 finals, but not so much towards the ESL Pro League Season 10 finals. Regardless, the idea of this strategy is to deny Ts from being able to push out of T-ramp into mid, meaning CTs can control alt mid, or even pressure T-ramp through the smoke with a nade stack or what have you. In this particular round here, EG are on a bit of a pistol force buy, so their plan was to nade stack T-ramp, and as you'll see in a second after Stan's nade set, which is the mid control itself, this nade stack actually brings Twist down to 7 HP, almost a kill, pretty good. And because they're on pistols, they want to make a play, so Stan calls for a flash through the smoke, but unfortunately Plopsky's ready for it and is playing an angle where he doesn't get blind. Now, this is a mid-control kind of setup, so you can freely peek into alt without really being contested from primarily T-ramp. Cirque here is deagling towards alt mid, but unfortunately doesn't actually get a frag and is a little slow to the trigger, as we see right here. This round does converge into a setup where you have one person spotting banana, but this is a pistol force round, so let's take a look at an actual gun round. This is from Astralis versus EG in the ECS Season 8 semis in particular, the previous being from the Group A decider match. Here EG is actually going for banana control on top of throwing the CT mid denial. Astralis, having seen this probably because they are good researchers, have fallen back into a more passive angle. As you see here, there's two people in the back of T-ramp, and Dupree is going to walk into underpass and get ready to fight anyone that has pushed down mid. I do like this play from Astralis. They're kind of contesting the area that was taken away from them. I do like this play because in a lot of lower level plays especially, you'll see teams kind of just lose control of a map, say mid on Mirage as a T, and then go straight into an execute, but that's exactly what the CTs are expecting you to do. So recontesting this area, coordinatedly of course, does bring you back into a position where you kind of know how to play the round out because you have all of the parts of the map that you should in a normal round. Granted, you're going to be burning more and more utility to reclaim this part of the map, but the CTs already have as well, so that's not really an issue. It's a bit of a fair trade. So for this CT mid nade set, I don't know what those words were, you basically want to hug the back wall here, and you're gonna stand so that you can see about all this roof here, and then just aim at the bottom center of the roof right there. And from the same position, you're gonna, well, I'll show you the smoke first. There shouldn't be a gap here, and even if there is, it's probably not going to be abused, so you could probably adjust it to be like a little, I think, higher. And that should bounce a little farther out, denying that that little gap right there. So a little higher than the bottom edge of this roof right here is perfectly fine. From there, you're going to aim at the second knob from the top, run forward a bit, and jump throw. It's going to land right there, spread into Mexi, or sorry, underpass. It's going to spread into underpass and basically deny anyone from really being able to push and peek you from a safe angle. So let me throw this nade set again. Basically, the only way they can really peek you is if they swing out through the smoke like this. But this is pretty dangerous. It's a very risky peek because you don't really have cover, you're out in the open, you're coming through a smoke. And if there's anyone posted up on you like this, then you're probably just going to lose the fight. Someone could also be posted on you like around here, while CTs push down mid or hold this angle into alt mid here. This is a really common angle that a lot of people get thrown off by or caught off guard by. Even without this smoke, even if like you do like a casual right click smoke here, you can usually set up here and the T's can't do too much unless they spam you luckily, which, I mean, that's just luck really. So you can really hold an angle like this and catch someone just swinging out and get the frag. You do want to account for someone swinging because, not people aren't really going to expect you to like be here and just people aren't going to peek you like this. They're just going to be like, oh yeah, and then oh shit, they're dead. So that's a really good angle to learn how to hold and learn to practice how to catch someone wide swinging. Now you could also pair this with a boiler peek or just a straight up alt mid peek like so. Maybe you want to aim a lot more to the left so you don't blind your teammates. But you can, push alt mid. You'll probably spot them around like here or so. And anyone coming up alt mid should be basically blind. Not the greatest flash, but gets the job done. Or it should throw them off just barely enough. Now, in the Astralis round, they also did banana control with your standard smoke bottom banana, you molly close, and then you molly a little bit further back. This is pretty basic stuff. And throwing the banana control with the mid control kind of puts this tease in a weird spot where they're kind of smoked off in two angles and they don't really have anything that all the while you kind of have presence or pressure towards alt mid because you could be posted up here with an op, you could be rifling and being pushed up in an angle like here trying to look for a fight, or you could even be pushed up into bench or the broom here holding an angle like here or here, kind of like the CT pistol round push with 4 people. You could be holding something like this, and again, this might catch people off guard, especially when the T's can't really peek you. Overall though, this strat, or this nade set in particular, is pretty dynamic. You can do a lot of things with it, as we saw in the 2 rounds. You can do a pistol mid push and flash through the smoke with the nade stack even. You can push into alt mid, you can do a lot of crazy stuff. If you don't throw banana control, that's obviously going to be like one of the big things you'll worry about. T's can very easily just push into banana and not worry about their back because there's a smoke there, or one person can easily watch the smoke from either the back of T ramp or from an angle like this. If you're going alt mid up mid and you hear that there's like a nade set coming down or something, if you have time, you might be able to do something like this and try to peek anyone holding you from here. Granted, this only really blinds people that are pushing you, but it's still something. Alternatively, you can just take the half second to say medium throw a flash in their face. You know that they have to dodge this flash, so you're kind of in one of those situations where you know they're going to be coming off the angle and falling back. Anyway, thanks for watching the video, and like the video if you liked the video.